Hello, Armaan.
Hello, Niharika.
First of all, I want to thank you for coming to EdNet for this short interview. I really appreciate it. I would like you to introduce yourself.
My name is Armaan Bahadur. I graduated out of GD Goenka Public School, New Delhi in Vasant Kunj.
When, this year?
Yes, this year.
2014?
Yes, 2014.
Okay. So what did you study there?
I studied commerce for the last 2 years, that is 11th and 12th, mainly because I was interested in business. That's why.
And which are the universities that you got admitted in?
I got into McGill, York, Toronto, UBC, Simon Fraser, Queen's and Victoria. Basically,
a lot of universities you applied to.
A lot of universities.
Did not Niharika ma'am advise you not to apply to so many schools?
She did advise me to apply to less than 5 schools, but again, I got a little nervous, so I always wanted to keep my options open.
But so you got a 100% success rate?
I got a 100% success rate.
Wonderful. What made you decide to go to Canada? I mean, a lot of kids are going to the United States. Why Canada?
The main reason was I'm a Canadian citizen. Although I was born here in India, but due to naturalization, I was a Canadian citizen. So that played a big part because of the various benefits the Canadian government gives Canadian students studying in Canada. Plus, again, Canada was so. US was option, but I think Canada really better fit my personality. As a country, as the people, they better fit my personality. So that's why I chose.
What are you majoring in college? What course have you opted for?
In college, I'm majoring in international business, Bachelor of Commerce.
I see. And tell me, Armaan, application process, they say United States is hard. How hard was Canada?
Well, I can't speak for the United States because I've not gone through that application process, but Canada isn't easy. Contrary to popular belief, Canada is as rigorous, as mind-wobbling than any other application, any other college application with the essays and the long process. So.
When you say that Canadian applications is as rigorous, so tell me, what was your most challenging experience in your application process?
Well, the most challenging experience was, without a doubt, the essays. They just set themselves apart, and the essays were the most challenging part of my application.
Why? Canada has a lot of essays. How many essays averagely per year, per university?
4 or 5 at least.
4 or 5 essays, that's a lot.
That's a lot, and plus it's not even the amount of essays, it's not about the word limit, it's about the quality of questions they ask. You might finish thinking about that, you may think that you finished answering the question, but in the end you've only written 20 words or a sentence. That's the challenging part of their essay, the quality of the questions they ask.
Okay, so tell me, how did your counselor at EdNet, as you talk about Niharika ma'am, help you in defining and choosing your courses?
Well, the initial meeting when I had with Niharika ma'am, I was only in the 11th grade. She was very elaborative. She did a lot of brainstorming with me. She tried to figure out my personality in order to advise me best on which course should I go. And after a rigorous meeting with her, she advised me to go for the major I'm declaring, and that is international management. She also told me about a foreign language I had to learn to major in this stream, and I learned French for 4 years. I think that was quite an advantage, and that's what convinced her to make me. And I think this is the area I really love. I think I'm very thankful to her to understand, to have understood me and made me declare this major.
What is the best piece of advice EdNet has ever given to you, Armaan?
Best piece of advice, I think it's hard to single out, but best piece of advice they've given me is to always be punctual, be methodical, be principled, be disciplined in everything you do. I think these are the building blocks for college life, because every top university asks for these 4 principles of their students, and I think I got that little fire in me burning before entering the college world.
So you think your experience at EdNet has prepared you for college?
A little bit, yes. They've just shown me the window, and they've shown me how it looks like. And I've not experienced as yet for myself, but I think I'm mentally prepared because of EdNet.
If you had to give any advice to a freshman, what would it be?
Come to Niharika as soon as possible, because I think that's the best advice anybody can give a freshman, because I can give a freshman, because there's no other advice. Obviously, be forthcoming and be proper. Don't be fickle-minded about where you or what you want to do and where do you want to go. I think that's very important.
Armaan, another thing which I wanted to ask you was that how important do you think your co-curricular activities have played in your application process? Do you think, what advice would you like to give to the freshmen or incoming students about the co-curricular activities?
I think the co-curricular activities are very important, especially when you start a college application. I started my curricular activities in senior school, that is the 9th grade. I started doing something known as Model United Nations, popularly known as MUN, and this was a building building block to college life, and it changed my personality 360 degrees. I think it's co-curricular activities are very important, because when you have to write your essays and the type of questions colleges ask you, and I sometimes think to myself, what if I didn't do any co-curricular activities? It would be a very different journey I would be on. Co-curricular activities are very important apart from your academics, because not only it helps you in getting into a good college, that's beside the point. It makes you a better person, it changes your personality, it lets you discover yourself and what you want to actually do in life.
What do you have to say about the EdNet team?
I think they are the most professional group of people I've ever worked with. They were very forthcoming, they were very kind, they were very cooperative, they were very patient with me. And in every step of the process, being inquiries about the fees or the campus or residency, I think everybody, at every step of the way, they were always so helpful. So especially Niharika ma'am, I used to call her during my essays. I used to call her like every day, not every day is an understatement, every hour, to say, ma'am, what should I write? And she always took my call. She always told me to do the right thing. And I think I owe the 100% success rate 7 on 7 to the EdNet team, because I don't see myself getting into all these top universities without the EdNet team, despite whatever I achieve in my academics. I think I owe them that.
That's wonderful, Armaan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming here at EdNet today, and I wish you all the luck for your future endeavors, and I'm sure you will do just wonderfully. Thank you.
Thank you.